It's your girl, LiveKARMALife, and we are at Trap City Cafe. I'm with
HeadKrack. What up, yo?
Now, you don't need no introduction. I'm sure you know who this is.
No, there's some people who don't know. I'm HeadKrack from the Bronx. You know, some people remember me from the radio. Some people see me on TV, Dish Nation things. But music is my first love, and that's what brought me out here tonight.
Right.
Shout out to the Gumbo Radio Show, man. Popped out. Got to see this talented individual shut it down on the stage and rock the mic, man. It was
She
dope.
going ham, you know what I'm saying? Now, I just want to know, because you've been in the industry for a long time. You wear many hats. What is your motivation? Like, what drives you to get up every day and do this?
I think the competitive spirit of it all, and I like creating, you know what I mean? Like, you know, every day there's an opportunity to like get a new idea, a new feeling, a new emotion off of your chest and out of your brain and into the universe, man. So having a studio at home allows me to wake up and just like cook up whatever ideas I have, and the real thing for me is to be able to pop up and perform this stuff for people, especially in situations where people are like, oh shit, I didn't know you did music.
Right,
type
because
stuff.
I think of you, when I think of you, I think about the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Yeah, and I love and hate that at the same time.
I
because, you know, that was a vehicle that got me into a lot of people's homes.
Right.
Meanwhile, music is what I cared about the most.
This is what I'm doing right now, yeah.
But anytime somebody sees you do something multiple times in a week or in a month or a year, they associate that thing with you. So being that I wasn't on the radio every day, like, hey, look at me, I rap, look at me. You know,
you should have been freestyling and shit, like, listen,
we would do it on Fridays. However, the way morning radio works, most people are on their way to go do something. So if you didn't happen to be listening at 9:30 in the morning on a Friday when me and Brad would freestyle, or even when I was doing Morning Hustle, when we would do the flow and go on there, you would miss it. So if your whole car radio commute was from 7 a.m. to like 7:45 a.m., there's so much of the show that you missed. And that's another thing that's kind of whack about radio sometimes. You can't pause it. It's not like TiVo.
Or run it back. Unless it's like pre-recorded podcast or something like that.
Right, or like, you know, like somebody like the Breakfast Club where they'll put a whole interview online and you get, but you know, like you gotta really dig to find the whole archive show.
So tell them about your music. What you got out right now that you want them to listen to?
So my current project is called Microdose. It's wherever you're stealing your music from. It's spelled MIKRODOSE. Exclamation point. And it's a 30-minute ride. It's a vibe, man. It's one of the projects you pop it in, you're gonna feel better after listening to it. It got all the feels. And then also I dropped a single a little bit after that called Resolutions, which I rock tonight. And it's about, you know, all the things that we say we're gonna do in the new year, and then you F around and end up doing the same shit you were doing last year. However, it's never too late to like start over. Some people wait to the beginning of the new year.
All you gotta do is start. That's the first step. The first step is to start. Don't sit around waiting, because the perfect time will never come.
Perfect time's right now. Do it now. Don't wait till
get out here and follow your dreams like that.
Or run after them. Like Jason in the woods.
So I got this song, right? It's called Cold Case.
Okay.
And the saying is like no face cold case, which just basically means, you know, if you don't eat it, you can't beat it. You can't lick it, you can't stick it.
Okay. I like how you put the remix on that.
You know, no face cold case. But how important is head to a healthy sexual relationship?
I think it should be on the menu, because like similar like when you go to restaurants, right? People don't just throw a steak in front of you.
Right.
You eat a couple other things first.
Like appetizer.
Yeah, I think sex is the same way. You should have like a little head, little south mouth. Yeah, I think that's part. I think that's part of the appetizer. You know what I mean? So you gotta have that.
So, if a female that you like, you've been dealing with, maybe dating, I don't know.
Okay.
It comes to that point, you know, y'all in that mode, and she just, you know, I don't suck it. Is that a cold case for you?
It's not a cold case, because it's kind of like, all right, when you and I hate to relegate people to animals, right?
Okay.
You get a new dog, and the dog don't really know his way around the house.
You're right.
But then you train a dog.
Right. So she gonna get acclimated to sucking that dick.
And so just to keep the scales balanced though, right?
Yeah.
If you was dating a dude who was like, yo, I'm Jamaican, I don't do that.
I wrote the song, no face, cold case. You gotta go.
But
if I can't sit on your face, you got to be replaced. Okay?
But I feel like there's some women who train dudes to do the shit that they want them to do. Same way I was just saying, because I don't want people to take a soundbite of me saying you got to train these chicks. You're like, nah, it go both ways.
Right.
You got to go both ways.
I feel you because a lot of girls lie. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't suck dick, but then a couple dates and drinks later.
Like, yo, listen, they will do it so well they'll invert you. It'll be like you're going into a black hole, getting like some like.
So we ain't get a cold case today, but you're gonna get acclimated to the D. I'm LiveKARMALife. That's LiveKARMALife. No spaces.
And I'm HeadKrack. That's on all social media, all streaming platforms. This interview's for the 700 Club, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And we out this motherfucker for real.
Peace.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.